Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And my name is Rudi Page, and welcome to Homeward Bound. And we've got a great show for the next hour, Homeward Bound Jamaica. Good evening, all. Hope you're all well.
Good evening.
Evening.
Great to see you all. So let's get the show started. So Homeward Bound is a multinational program focused on Jamaica to create a lifelong 21st century skills legacy for inspiring, inclusive, peaceful, caring and enterprising clusters within neighbourhoods for youth development, community economic well-being, digital innovation, sustainable engineering, and civic participation. So our theme that underpins Homeward Bound is experience our culture. And it engages the diaspora family, friends, and those people from around the world who love Jamaica. And at this point, I'm so pleased to introduce Dr. Beverly Lindsay, OBE, OD, DL, and founder of Diamond Travel. Beverly, how are you today?
Good evening, Rudi. I'm good, thank you.
Great, thank you.
High Commissioner, Mr. Rudi Page, Mr. Torrance Lewis, partners, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you may be watching or listening. I'm delighted to be here today to participate in the pre-launch of the 2022 Homeward Bound program on this very significant day in the diaspora's history. On this day, May 27th, 1948, this SS Empire Windrush set sail from the Caribbean, carrying 555 West Indians who were looking to rewrite their fortunes in response to a call from Britain, desperate for labor. Windrush is now so much a part of British history, as almost instantly, it is the shortened use to describe the generation of Black Britons. I didn't know I was a Windrush generation until recent years. I will not elaborate too much on the Windrush because I'm sure High Commissioner will cover more in his address. I'm very much mindful that COVID-19 is still with us, but let us look to the future with hope and optimism. And with the success of the vaccine, I hope all of you've had the vaccine or are offered it. We must look forward to a brighter 2022 when we will have so much to celebrate. Our beloved jewel of the Caribbean, Jamaica, will be celebrating her Diamond Jubilee, our 60th anniversary of independence. I am pleased to announce that Diamond Travel will be collaborating with Making Connection Work on a global diaspora partnership Homeward Bound program to put in place a program of activities throughout the year to encourage the diaspora and friends to visit, rediscover, and experience our Jamaican culture in 2022, and to celebrate Jamaica's 60th year of independence and join in the Diamond Jubilee celebrations. We are very much in support of the Jamaica Tourist Board Rediscover Jamaica Heart campaign, and we have Mr. Torrance Lewis here from the Jamaica Tourist Board who will be addressing you later. COVID-19 has highlighted the need for greater solidarity and the significance of diaspora tourism. Because as we come out of this pandemic, it is our diaspora community that will play a vital role in the recovery of tourism and the economy of our motherland. 1948, our parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents boarded the SS Empire Windrush to rebuild this country that their thought was their motherland. Recent experiences and media coverage over the last few years would prove otherwise. Now we are asking you to board British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, or whatever means you wish to travel to make Jamaica tourism economy great again. Diamond Travel is an accredited agent, appointed agent for the Caribbean, specialist agent for the Caribbean for British Airways and Virgin Atlantic. We will be following up in a few weeks with further details as we finalize this program with our global partners. Finally, whether you are born in Jamaica or in other parts of the world, as a Jamaican descent, when you land on that beautiful island, that feeling you get inside of you is like no other. That sense of pride. This is my country, my motherland, a Fimi country. We are homeward bound in 2022. Thank you for listening. God bless you. I would now like to introduce you to our special guest this evening, His Excellency Seth George Ramocan, CD. His Excellency became Jamaica's 13th High Commissioner to the United Kingdom in December 2016. He's also a non-resident ambassador to 6 countries: Ireland, the Republic of Finland, the Republic of Cyprus, the Kingdoms of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. High Commissioner, thank you so much for joining us. High Commissioner, you can take the floor. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Beverly. I salute Mr. Rudi Page, founder and CEO of Making Connections Work, and of course, you, Dr. Lindsay. Dr. Lindsay carries the signature behind her name, OBEOD. She's founder and CEO of Diamond Travel. And of course, there's Mr. Torrance Lewis, the district sales manager for the Jamaica Tourist Board here in the United Kingdom and in other parts of Europe. And of course, many other distinguished guests that it would take me quite some time to name each person. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful idea it is that Diamond Travel and Making Connections Work have combined their ideas and skills to embark on this very exciting, worthwhile journey and venture that is titled Homeward Bound, to inspire a new wave of relationship between Jamaica and its diaspora that it brings mutual benefits. I am so excited about this idea. I can't wait for 2022 actually to be here, because they have chosen, in fact, today to do the launch. And this is a very special day. It's the 27th of May. And it happens to be the day that the Windrush Empire departed the Caribbean to come here into the UK with some 500 persons aboard, who, you know, we have now referred to as a Windrush generation, or at least the heart of the Windrush generation. And this is such a great time to celebrate and to reconnect and to do new things and to really inspire our community, and also to find new ways of benefiting our homeland. And I think this is it. It is one that will be very much contributing significantly to tourism. And what this means is, of course, tourism is at the heart of Jamaica's economy. So it's a wonderful, wonderful idea for bringing this together at this very time. We also celebrate our 60th year of independence in 22. Of course, there will be the games, the Commonwealth Games that will be going on at that very time. So it is really a great year when many, many things come together. And I think, you know, you should feel, or you may feel as excited as I am about this particular effort. I'm truly heartened to see that many in the diaspora have not forgotten Jamaica, that even in this year of the COVID pandemic, that we have in Jamaica. I just heard today the Planning Institute had a seminar along the Bank of Jamaica and other agencies in Jamaica, and they were saying that the diaspora connection to Jamaica has increased during the pandemic. And I was just amazed, because one would say we are all, having issues on both sides. Maybe it's a cold year. No, it was not. It's an active year for the Jamaican diaspora in Jamaica during the time of the pandemic. Can you imagine what it will be when 22 comes? So I just want to say, I look forward to hearing more as you speak today. And I just want to ask everyone who is listening to tune in, because this is something big, this is something good, this is something great that nobody should miss. And therefore, I congratulate the organizers and look forward to a very exciting evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, High Commissioner. Well said. I would now like to introduce you to Mr. Torrance Lewis, District Sales Manager of the Jamaica Tourist Board, based in London, but as High Commissioner mentioned, I'm sure he covers all areas of Europe. So Torrance, welcome. We're happy to have you, and the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Beverly. I'm going to share my screen. And are you seeing my screen? It's about to just confirm that you see my screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
Thank you so much. Okay. Well, thank you for inviting the tourist board to come along and make a presentation about the Homeward Bound experience. It's my pleasure. I'm joined by my colleague, Shanika Ramsey, who is based in Birmingham. She's on the call as well. And I want to start by sharing our current Escape to Jamaica campaign.
Jamaica.
Best decision ever.
Feel the sand between your toes and the gentle waves of the sea on your skin. Feel the warm Jamaican breeze lift your spirits and nourish your soul. Escape to exactly what makes your heart beat. You will love every moment. Jamaica, heartbeat of the world. Let's go.
Okay, so that's our current advertising campaign, Jamaica, heartbeat of the world. And as the High Commissioner says, tourism is the lifeblood of Jamaica's economy. More than 350,000 people earn a living through tourism. In 2019, almost $10 million a day was earned through tourism. And Jamaica depends heavily on tourism for its foreign exchange. So Homeward Bound next year is going to be a major part of Jamaica's tourism recovery. As Beverly said, getting to Jamaica from the United Kingdom is very easy these days. Flights have resumed. You can fly from Gatwick with Virgin Atlantic to Montego Bay, from Heathrow with Virgin Atlantic to Montego Bay, from Gatwick with British Airways, and TUI flies from Birmingham, Manchester, and Gatwick to Montego Bay as well. And we all know that British Airways flies into our capital, Kingston, and all these flights, except the TUI flights, which are charters, are operating at. You would expect me to cover some of the protocols which are in place for travel, and these protocols that I'm going to mention are in place until the 30th of June. We have a specific website called Jamaica Cares, where everything is placed to explain the whole process of applying for travel authorization, which is the main thing you need if you're coming to Jamaica as a visitor. It also goes into detail about our resilient corridor, which is the area where visitors stay and do not need to quarantine once you have gone through the process of applying for the travel authorization. Arrived on the island, you simply go to the resilient corridor and you can enjoy all the facilities of our tourism industry. So, Destination Jamaica. The best activities, the best experiences, the best events, and the best food. If you're coming to Jamaica in 2022 for Homeward Bound, this is what you can experience. 6 incredible, distinct resort areas: Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, Kingston, Port Antonio, Negril, and our south coast, Within them, there's some incredible places to stay, both international hotel chains and locally owned hotels, as well as, if you're not really a hotel person, some stunning villas, both on the sea, in the hills. Wherever you choose to find accommodation, there's something there to suit you. Jamaica has over 175 different attractions. Some natural ones, some adrenaline-packed ones, some that take you into the history of the island, the nature of the island. And they range from zip lining, snorkeling, caving, visiting beautiful old plantation houses, going up into the interior and going for hikes and doing bird watching, and seeing some of the blessed bounty of Jamaica's rivers and waterfalls, going out and trying our cuisine. And for those who want to do things that are a little bit more active, go on the river and go river tubing, or river canoeing, or river rafting, as you see in the photograph here. Jamaica really does have activities for every age group, every individual, every kind of person who wants to either fly and flop, be adventurous, seek adrenaline, or just get into the heritage, check out the music. And for shoppers, people who are foodies, it's all there. This year, a little later on, if you didn't know, there's a new film with James Bond coming out, and it's shot in Jamaica, in the stunning, quiet, but beautiful resort of Port Antonio. And you will be able to go and see some of those locations, as well as other film locations on the island. So we're the best in the Caribbean for adventure. If you want to come out and explore, whether you're young or old, or you could quad biking, amongst other things. But if history is your thing, Jamaica has an abundance of beautifully restored plantation houses that give you an insight into the history of the island. And for the younger ones, a bit of an insight into what life in Jamaica was like hundreds of years ago, and tells the story of colonialism right up to our current Jamaican lifestyle. Stunning beaches. Jamaica is blessed with an abundance of beaches across the island, many of them with white sand and turquoise water. And we certainly have some of the best beaches in the Caribbean. So for those who are coming just to get a suntan or to relax with friends, or if you're bringing friends, Homeward Bound is about our community, our diaspora, but bring your friends as well. Tell them the beaches in Jamaica are some of the best in the world, and they will not be disappointed. Some of the most amazing waterfalls. We all know about Dungiva Falls, but there are over 30 exotic waterfalls across the island that soothe the senses. So you can come, indulge, see the nature, explore these exotic waterfalls, and it's easy, it's affordable, and very doable. And then, of course, our exciting music scene. Every February, we have our reggae month, and every summer, we have our reggae Sumfest. Jamaica is the premier destination for music festivals in the Caribbean, and obviously the home of the reggae icon, Bob Marley. So for those of you who are coming for the first time, choose the month of the year that suits you in terms of festivals, and you will not be disappointed by some of the most incredible festivals and music and events. For those of you who are into golf, we are the premier golfing destination in the English speaking Caribbean. 10 courses, the prestigious Johnny Walker World Championship held here, and lots of other PGA tournaments as well. I know that there are many associations across the UK that our community are involved in. Coming on golfing trips is becoming more and more popular, and Jamaica boasts, as I mentioned, some of the best golf courses. So bring your association, bring your families, bring your groups who you play golf with. You will not be disappointed. And then, as I mentioned, the festivals, the ones to look out for in 2022 are Reggae Month, obviously, Rebel Salute in January, Carnival. Some of these have been postponed in 2021 because of COVID. And what we hope is that as the restrictions are lifted, as things start to get back to normal, the protocols will allow for many of these larger events to take place in 2022. So we're anticipating and very hopeful that events like Carnival, Frenchman's parties that happen at various times, Dream Weekend, which happens in August, and Reggae Sumfest, which happens in July, should happen in some form. And you're more than welcome to, when planning, look at these events as possible passion points to build your trip to Jamaica around. And I'm going to end on the gastronomy experience, because this is really where Jamaica excels as a destination. For those of you who are traveling for the first time to Jamaica, and those of you who are from Jamaica and been living here for a long time and haven't been home for a long time, well, the food is what drives us to go. Food is what makes us feel connected when we get there. And there's so many 5-star gourmet experiences you can have in hotels with street food these days, from the humble ackee and saltfish being elevated to something quite spectacular, or just having it the way you would normally have it with Johnny cakes and breadfruit and a bit of callaloo. Our coffee, the Jamaican coffee is the best in the world. And there's so many experiences now you can do where you can taste Jamaican coffee in attractions. You can go to coffee plantations. If you are into coffee and you've never tried Jamaican coffee at a coffee plantation, it is an absolute must. Go to one of the coffee plantations and do the coffee plantation tour. And then obviously we're well known for a jerk. The jerk that you get here and jerk that you get in Jamaica are as far apart as the North and the South Pole. And then the other flip side of the jerk is the jerk chicken and the jerk pork and that good old curry goat. So the gastronomy experience for everybody is, as you'd expect, very Jamaican, elevated in the resorts, authentic in your family's homes, and authentic on the streets. And not to forget the humble patty, which we all love and is the mainstay of our local economy. So I want to encourage everybody to come and rediscover Jamaica around your passion points. If you're into food, if you're into history, if you're into the beach, golf, whatever drives you to travel, look at Jamaica with that in mind and plan to be a part of the HOMEWARD.
This is what you've been waiting for. A chance to change your point of view and take the break you deserve at Jamaica's resorts and attractions. When you can open your door to the seaside instead of just outside. Where you can change your mask and take a plunge.
Sunshine smiling warm up inside your heart. Feeling of pure love. Oh, Jamaican heartbeat. Dancing to the beat up inside your heart. Whoa. Heartbeat of the world. Oh, Jamaican heartbeat. Jamaican heartbeat. Jamaica.
There you go. Rediscover Jamaica, Jamaican heartbeat. Change your mask. That's the tagline around it. Put that mask away, come to Jamaica and enjoy the beauty of the island. The infrastructure is superb. You can get around quite easily. The roads, as you all know, are excellent. And if you need to find out more information or get some inspiration, follow us on social, visit Jamaica UK on Instagram or Twitter. And we have brochures that we're happy to share with you. If you contact us at mail@visitjamaica.com, we are happy to share our attraction brochure and our Jamaica guide. We are open for business. Restrictions are easing. Jamaica has removed the pre-test upload on the travel authorization form, so it's so much easier. Our resilient corridor has been expanded to not just North Coast, but now down to Milk River. And people can now do split stays. You can stay in more than one hotel, and it makes it much easier for people to stay in the resilient corridor, mix and match. And it's now mandatory to have, beg your pardon, luxurious insurance cover for all visitors. So thank you very much, Rudi. I am really pleased to endorse the HOMEWARD Board program for the Jamaica Tourist Board. We are here to support you and your endeavors to get people out to Jamaica. Happy to take any questions at any point, but over to you.
Thank you very much, Torrance. You know, I felt while you were making that presentation very homesick, very hungry. You know, my mouth started springing water when I saw all those lovely cuisines. Thank you so much. Over to Rudi.
Thank you very much. I really need to get to Jamaica soon watching that, Torrance. And just to mention, there's some great vegan and vegetarian restaurants as well across the island, you know, which is great. Great presentation, and we will do our best. We really will. Right, moving on through the agenda. As I mentioned, that Homeward Bound is also about inspiring communities and inspiring individuals. So I'm so pleased that Al Hamilton, the founder of the Commonwealth Sports Awards, and we're working closely with Al, Beverly and myself as it relates to the Commonwealth Sports Award legacy. So I'm really pleased because, of course, the Commonwealth Sports Awards has done a lot over the years as it relates to Jamaica and its profile on the global stage. So over to you, Al. You just need to unmute. Okay.
Yeah, Excellency. Hello, are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
you. We can hear you, Al.
Beautiful. I just want to say, and Torrance, I mean, you know, we go back a while. That
Yes.
my association with home goes back for some time. You might recall, for our 25th anniversary, we were asked to coordinate the salute to soccer, the Marcus Garvey, the Star Soccer Salute, with John Barnes and the rest of these guys. Some of these guys who were born in Jamaica, in England, never knew what Jamaica was like. We came out and they had a hell of a very, very good time. We also had a situation where we got quite a bit of press in the UK. Now let's fast forward to when we did the Commonwealth Sports Awards here. And again, we had people like Eddie Nestor and Robbie G, who would come to Jamaica for the very first time. And Beverly will attest to the fact that we had an ongoing relationship with our country. So I'm just delighted to be part of this forum today, because if we really realize that 73 years has elapsed since that ship decided to leave and bring our foreparents to England. And of course, we all know that the England that they arrived at wasn't entirely welcoming. But because of the Jamaican or the Caribbean, primarily the Jamaican spirit, that indomitable spirit, was able to forge through that, to become property owners, to then lay down a platform for those others to come, and also to allow businesses, Jamaican businesses, to Beverly, Lindsay again is a testimony to that, having worked with companies like Jamaica Victoria Mutual and Jamaica National and so forth. So all of these companies, Jamaica has benefited from the efforts of the Windrush generation. I would like to take the opportunity also to remember that in 2008, we developed an event called the CASI, the Caribbean Awards for Sports Icons. And it was done in Jamaica first. So Jamaica, not the fact that it is the land of my birth, and as they say, that's where my neighbor's string cut. It's been a place that we've always looked at exposing, telling our story about our beloved country, its beauty, its culture. And I just hope that long may this continue. And I just want to say to you guys today, thank you very much indeed. We've been having, why I was having a bit of problems is that we had some inclement weather here. We had a bit of a shower came down and other bits and pieces, but we've managed to circumvent the difficulties. That's the Jamaican personality. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Al. And as usual, as we say, we got over the line, over the finish line. That's the most important.
That's a key, Rudi. You know, we're a people who don't give up.
Exactly. Great. Thanks for that. I'd now like to call Owen Wynter, the founder of FRESHFM Radio London. If you can unmute.
Hi, everyone. Yes, so nice to have such a great forum of people and a great forum as well. Very important to me, this one. Again, Homeward Bound, FRESHFM Radio London is a UK company based on our West Indian, Jamaican heritage. And we've always had that in mind. So when Homeward Bound came up, and Rudi explained it to me, I added to the fact that we are the Windrush generation children. And we have a massive story to tell about what happened on the UK side with these Windrush children who were just left to design their own pathway because we didn't have any template. We were the first Black people to go to schools, some of the doctors that saw our children and our parents was the first time they actually saw Black people. So these stories are all part and are all going to come out along this Homeward Bound. And there are a lot of people who have got some great stories, and there are a lot of people who are considering returning to Jamaica. So it's so great seeing Mr. Lewis give us the demonstration of the advert for the return to Jamaica, or the Jamaica, what's happening in Jamaica 2020. So that's going to be great, because that's something I'd like to show to a lot of my friends, especially I think it was number 18, the river. Very nice lady there. It's a great one. I did remember that one. But no, we as FRESHFM, we're going to be the main media portal for the whole of this event, Homeward Bound. We've got lots of ideas that we're putting together, even as from today. Some of our DJs, well, all of our DJs will be presenting a show around Homeward Bound, starting very shortly. We're working on that now. So yeah, thanks so much for being a part of it. I'm very happy and very excited, as you can hear, to be a part of this great event, because it's going to be a fantastic event. And thank you all for allowing me to say a few words.
Thank you very much for that, Owen. And just to let everybody know, we designed a program to collaborate and support Reggae Month Jamaica called Reggae Global and Culture. So the Ministry of Culture recognized our efforts. So throughout February, we were heavily involved. And next year, we will be broadcasting live from Jamaica. So we will, the show Reggae Global and Culture, throughout the whole of February, we will actually be broadcasting live from Jamaica and connecting to other radio stations around the world as well. And so we will be the host station, and we're really pleased with that. So thanks a lot for that, Owen. Right, one of us, and it's all about collaboration, and that's really important. Beverly mentioned it at the top of the program, the importance of our businesses collaborating with each other. So we believe in collaboration across the diaspora as well. So I'm really pleased to invite Dean Rhoden to say a few words from the USA diaspora. Dean.
Good afternoon, evening, morning and night to you all. Thank you, Page. His Excellency, all protocol observed. It's more than an honor for me. I'm here from Connecticut, and connection is our theme. And with my over 30 years experience, representing Jamaica as an ambassador, working with the tourist board, I have launched in a program myself and Mr. Rudi Page. Some people would like to come directly in the community to see the everyday lifestyle of the community. And my over 30 years experience as the president for the community of Hermitage, as you see behind me. And Hermitage is described as the taste or a part of the paradise of Jamaica. And we are preparing for the Homeward Bound. From now, we're starting to prepare ourselves, so it's a pleasure to be a part of this wonderful program. We have members who have not only there, but have served in World War II. We're going to recognize them also in the community of Hermitage. And, because of time, We have people from the gymnastic president who is there from Hermitage, going to be participating in the Olympic, and they're from the community. So one would get the opportunity to meet all these great people. The president for the basketball team, the Jamaican national basketball team, she's also from Hermitage. But as I said, because of time, but whatever you can think, Hermitage is a part of, everything is there at Hermitage. Just a little tip, it's a paradise of Jamaica. And once again, it's an honor, it's a privilege for you. And on behalf of the entire diaspora from the United States, I congratulate you, Mr. Page, and that you have our full support on this launching.
Thank you very much for that, Dean. And also what's important in terms of what Dean's saying, we worked very closely with Hermitage Citizens Association there in Kingston, which was important for us to, again, get involved in the neighborhood, as I mentioned earlier on. And we did a lot of joint activities during Reggae Month under their theme of Reggae Hermitage, which was a great success. And as mentioned, from Hermitage, you've got people who are like Nicole Grant, who leads the Jamaican gymnastics team. And she gave a wonderful presentation around that. And of course, they will be here in the UK representing Jamaica as part of the Commonwealth Games. And as Beverly mentioned, the importance of the Commonwealth Games, which will be from the 28th of July through to the 8th of August, are really important because that's going to be a very, very high profile. And it's within this pandemic era, and it's UK post-Brexit. So we expect all the Commonwealth countries will be out putting on their best display, because the Commonwealth Games now are an integral part of the country recovery plans. So that's really important for Jamaica to be up there, you know, with their sports, their business people, all of us collaborating from around the world. So we're really looking forward to that. So Beverly, did you want to say something?
Just about the Commonwealth Games. Of course, you know, it will be held in Birmingham.
Yes.
Next year, when Jamaica will be celebrating its 60th anniversary of independence. And I don't know if you all know that in 1966, the Commonwealth Games was held in Jamaica. The first time it was held in a non-white country. It was held in Jamaica in 1966. So it's only fitting that, you know, we'll be celebrating our 60th, and the games will be in Birmingham. So it is a big year. Unfortunately, of course, that year we were young and it was nil for Jamaica. We've changed the narrative since then.
Exactly. Jamaica certainly made up for it since then.
But Jamaica is still very significant. Yeah. I don't know, you know, they were trying to find the button really in Birmingham, because the one in Jamaica was the only one that they couldn't locate. I was trying to help with that. I don't know if they found it yet.
I'm sure they will in time.
Sure the Jamaican baton was the only one that they could not locate.
Yeah.
So I don't know if somebody is still doing it.
Okay, thanks for that. Right, we've just got a couple of people introduce Rudi Page. And Roy, if you could tell us about the work that you're doing as it relates to Jamaica and the wider Commonwealth and Ghana, that would be good. Thank you.
Okay, yes, thanks, Rudi, and thanks for having me here. I'm really pleased to be a part of this HOMEWARD BOUND launch. My company, as you know, Asterisk Tourism, it's a destination marketing company, or management company rather. And we focus a lot on the emerging markets. And we are doing quite a lot of stuff in Africa. We're looking at doing something 2022, which is we want to put on a golf tournament in Jamaica next year, which will be in line with the HOMEWARD BOUND plan. So that is something that we're doing with some partners we have in Ghana. and Nigeria too. And we are also looking for persons out of Europe to be a part of that. That is something that I think is going to make a major difference, because we have been in some good dialogues with some golfers in Ghana and Nigeria who really seems to be interested in coming back to Jamaica, especially the ones from Ghana. We also was partner to a trip that went to Nigeria in December, and we had one this week that was canceled because of some unforeseen circumstances. But we are pushing along, trying to promote, or not just trying, but we're promoting Jamaica a whole lot. So one of the things that we do, to be quick, is that everything that was mentioned by Mr. Lewis, we provide all of that. We provide transportation, we provide hotels, we provide all the attractions. All the attractions you think of, we have good relationship with all the attractions in Jamaica. Very good relationship with some key hotels, and also community tourism. We're very high and strong in community tourism. We take persons within homes and you see how Jamaicans live. We also give you some historical tours, so you will see how it was then and especially what is it now. So we are, I would think, a group or a company that focus a lot on the individual needs. So we customize packages and tours for individuals and companies and large groups. So we are one of those persons that basically give the customer whatever they need. So it's not a regular package. We customize it to fit the need. So therefore, in closing, just to let you know that we are, put it this way, we're open and we're flexible to bring anyone, whichever place they're from. So we are glad to be a part of this Homeward Bound celebration. And I'm welcoming all of you to Jamaica, because as Mr. Lewis said, we have the food, we have the reggae music, we have everything. And we are also gonna be heavily involved with Hermitage, because I was telling Mr. Rhoden the first time I met him that I live in Hermitage for a little while. So there's a lot of synergy that is happening, and we'll be a great team going forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Roy. And I think what important message that you kind of said there as well, that wherever anybody comes, wherever they're based around the world, you can handle them,
right?
Getting to Jamaica and having a great time, which is really important. Not necessarily just the traditional markets of UK, USA, and Canada. Right. It's wherever they are in the world, which is a really important message. And then, of course, the community economic tourism, which the diaspora is very much interested in, that we encourage those of us who, our parents and grandparents, the villages and the areas that they came from, that nurtured them, that we really want to see how we can support those local communities, those neighborhoods. And that's under our community economic tourism. We're working with country style villages and businesses, Diana McIntyre Pike and her team. We're also working with Umlazi Community Township Organization in Durban, South Africa. So, this is really a global effort, homeward bound. So we're saying to everybody from around the world, come to Jamaica throughout 2022. As was mentioned, there's a program of activities that will be announced over the next few weeks. So every month, as Torrance said, every month there'll be something for somebody from around the world in Jamaica. And I'd just like to introduce Antoinette Page to say a few words before I come to Dave. Thank you, Antoinette.
Thank you, Rudi. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, High Commissioner, and protocols observed. My name's Antoinette Page, and I'm here to represent an artist in Jamaica. So I actually manage a fantastic, emerging, talented artist. Her name is Yeza. The work I do is we have been working together to push local community artists and their crafts, not just in Jamaica, but to the world. So we're working with artists from Africa as well who want to work in Jamaica. So we're encouraging from our organization the connection and reconnection of the diaspora, as in the African diaspora, not just Caribbeans. So I just wanted to add that music is very, very essential to the culture and to the youth, and also to those born outside of Jamaica to reconnect. Music plays a big, big power and agenda for us all. So I just wanted to add the influence, and that, you know, we shouldn't also underestimate the power that the music has given to the world, i.e. through reggae music. So I just wanted to share that tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Antoinette. And there's a couple of two key points there, that Jamaica is a key player in the wider international decade for people of African descent. A couple of days ago, Jamaica hosted a big event with South Africa, which we do have close relationships, as I mentioned earlier on. And your point about the importance of music is important as well, because on FRESHFM Radio London, we have a show that goes out every week called Kingston 7 Beats, which is designed for up and coming artists. And that's in collaboration with Studio 99, HRS Productions. Sean Grant is doing some great work putting that music together. So at many levels, there's collaboration going on, and we expect to see this really come to fruition next year and beyond, because as was mentioned earlier on by both Beverly and Al, that the 27th of May being so important, you know, if you think about it, where we are now, 2021 is 73 years. So 2022, Jamaica's 60th, 2023 will be the 75th anniversary of the Windrush generation coming here. So again, we can see that these activities can really extend right across. And then going back to Roy's point in terms of his working with Ghana, next year is Ghana's 65th anniversary as well. So that's going to be a significant anniversary. So we see some great collaboration going on throughout the year. Right, so we've come to the end of the show. And so I'm now going to hand over to our resident poet, Dave Divine. So Dave Wilkes, over to you, Dave.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from around the world, Your Excellency, and to all on the panel. Blessings to you each and all. Rudi, I thank you for this opportunity just to share some of my modern day poetry with you all. So my name's Dave Wilkes. I've just completed my 1,500th poem creation.
Wow, congratulations, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm just warming up. And one of the very first ones that I wrote, I just wanted to share this one with you. And Rudi, if we can make some arrangements that I could bless the High Commissioner with this poem, I'm sure we can make some arrangements. It'll be my gift to you. I've titled this one, Dreams. A dream will never come true if you don't start with a dream idea. A dream will never come true if you're not prepared to take your life up an extra gear. Stretch. Go on, stretch a little more. The type of stretch like you're tiptoeing on your bedroom floor. At least once a day, imagine yourself living your dream and taking your positive self-belief somewhere astronomical where it's never been. Thank you.
Wow, good.
Thank you. So especially for today, I wrote a poem called Homeward Bound, Poem Part 1. This was what was on my heart. This is a unique poem that has never been told. And may God bless you all who hear or see this poem. Blessings to your hearts of gold. Each of us are great indeed with the time we've spent globally showing the world unity is strength at any length. Deep down, look what we've got. Look what we've achieved. Providing wisdom, knowledge, blessings, laughter from people of all age within our diaspora. Yes, for years, our parents and great grandparents experienced blood, sweat, and tears. But it was only God, not flesh or man, who was feared. We're all a formidable culture with an abundant amount of heritage from our mother's land. Every one of us, we're unstoppable, born in the image of God. This is what we must understand. We always find a means wherever we are in the nation. Gifted, valuable, many survivor children of the Windrush generation filled with determination. All voices must be heard. Let's keep things simple like ABC. Remember, unity is strength, as your community are your family. Look, the good old days, let's share good news and let's unite wherever we're going. And this bespoke piece was written by me, international poet, Dave Wilkes of Just Divine Poems. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very good.
Excellent.
Very nice. Very nice. Excellent.
And
excellent.
thank you all. And on that, look out for us again soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Good job.
Bye.
Thank you.